Since the beginning of Master Mode, there's been a debate about which armor is the best DPS armor. Now, the debate has been between Necron or Frozen Blaze, and the general consensus was that Frozen Blaze was better at high enough Cata, but at the risk of losing the ability to switch to other pets that might benefit your EHP, like Baby Yeti, people still decided to use Necron. However, after the strength nerf, Necron was better for damage as well. Now, people have found out that after the Gemstone patch, which allowed Frozen Blaze to have two Jaspers on it, Frozen Blaze was better than Necron and E-Drag at high enough Cata. The reason for this is because the Blaze has a perk called Bling Armor, which upgrades all of the Frozen Blaze armor by 20-40%. Now, this also applies to the Jaspers that are applied to the Frozen Blaze, which is then further multiplied by Master Sires and Catacombs level. So, we wanted to put it to the test which armor set is actually better, since a lot of people still use Necron because they believe that it's better at lower Cata. But we wanted to see, is Frozen Blaze better at lower Cata with worse gear and generally worse talismans? Because a lot of people can't afford the same gear and talismans that endgame players can afford, and we want to see if it's still better at that level. Now, I want to quickly show you guys what gear we'd be using for this video. So, I have my 9-star Terminator right here. Then, Frozen Blaze with Flawless Jaspers, Fuming Potato Books, and 1 Master Star. And it's also Growth 6 Prot 6. And the Necron we'd be using is the exact same, except it has Legion 5 instead of Last Stand 5. And right now it has 2 Master Stars, but at the time of recording it actually had 1 Master Star per piece. So yeah, and in order to make sure that we can actually use the buffs of Last Stand 5 or Legion 5, we made sure that we're on full health when we're doing the damage test and the HP comparisons. And we also made sure that no one was around us while we were damage testing to give you guys the most accurate results that we could actually give you. So as you can see in our test, we found that Frozen Blaze is actually better than Necron. So first I want to throw up the damage that both of these actually outputted. So Frozen Blaze actually did 100k more damage than Necron. This may come as a surprise to you as I'm only Cata 44 and it's already this difference is showing. Now I want to switch to the stats for a second. So as you can see in the stats, Necron actually has a bit more crit chance than Frozen Blaze, and that actually kind of does compensate for the difference of damage that Frozen Blaze outputs, since you get a little bit more crit chance. And this crit chance also scales up if I optimize my talismans or get more talismans that will give me crit chance. I'll actually see that it scales up faster with Necron. One thing to also consider is that Necron can be upgraded. You can actually easily upgrade to Necron plus E-Drag, and Necron plus E-Drag is much better for damage than Frozen Blaze, and people have found that it's a meta at high enough Cata. So you want to keep in mind that upgrading your Necron set might be more worthwhile, as upgrading your Frozen Blaze set doesn't see much use in the future, as if you ever get a Golden Dragon, it's not worth it. Now I also want to throw up the EHP, and there's a big concern here. So a lot of people think that like having a lot of EHP, you don't really need it. That's true to an extent. Now, One thing a lot of people do with Frozen Blaze is pet stack. Now, pet stacking is not bannable to my knowledge. Now, of course, I'm not going to show you guys how to pet stack right now, but you can learn how to pet stack somewhere. There are tons of videos on YouTube. But with pet stacking, you can actually pet stack an E-Drag, or if you're rich enough, pet stack a Golden Dragon. And this EHP plus the damage and crit chance from an Ender Dragon, or just the damage from a Golden Dragon, severely helps. Like, the Golden Dragon gives practically no EHP. And the fact that you can get so much from the Frozen Blaze and Blaze Pet, plus you can get the damage of Golden Dragon, is kind of insane. And a lot of high Cata players do this. Now, do I suggest that you bug abuse? I would say that it's completely your choice. Like, bug abusing, not many people really get banned for it unless you like count people who got banned for literally fishing in dungeons, which was crazy. But besides the point, I think that Frozen Blaze has a lot of use, and so does E-Drag. Necron, E-Drag and Necron has more sustainability, as pet stacking with Frozen Blaze will be patched soon. The admins tried to do it and failed. But yeah, so those are my thoughts. The thing I would say, if you're rich enough, if you see yourself buying a Golden Dragon in the future, buy Necron and E-Drag, and I think Necron and E-Drag is actually better if you have enough talismans too, because they get buffed by E-Drag and should surpass Frozen Blaze. But yeah, that's all I have to say for today, and I hope you guys this video helps you make your decision. All right.